2024 seems to be the year of the Liefeld in comics. Yeah, isn't that interesting to say? Now, Liefeld, of course, had his like kind of heyday in the 90s, but he's doing so much right now. You'd think that like the entire comic book industry revolves around him. There's been so much news coming out about Rob Liefeld over the last several months. Of course, he got himself into a little bit of trouble saying that woke Twitter exists and that he tries to stay away from it because it's just a real pain in the ass to navigate. He deleted that tweet at the end of the day after he got so much pushback from the assholes out there online, which was annoying. And of course, it made you go, "Gosh, Rob, you were telling the truth against these people." It's sad that you deleted that, but it's at the end of the day, he's frustrated with it. The entire comic industry is frustrated with these people trying to just naysay everything at every turn and just turn everything into this miserable identity politics fest. Rob Liefeld's never been about that. He's just been about fun. He's been creating action. He's been making wonderful characters like Cable for years, and of course Deadpool. And so Deadpool is going to be what we're talking about today. But let's talk about a couple other things that have been the year of the Liefeld, which is why I'm saying this. Of course, Thundercats #1 got announced by Dynamite Comics, which is an old, sort of 80s thing that's being relaunched. Rob Liefeld produced a cover of it, and they've got pre-orders of 170,000 copies. Now that's a thing that's unheard of for a company like Dynamite these days. You see that for a new DC or Marvel event book or something like that, but those kind of numbers are long gone for the comic industry. The reason that it's coming in is because of Liefeld's cover attached to it. Just evokes that want to purchase for people out there, which is pretty amazing at the end of the day. He did something else pretty cool, which is coming out with a book called Last Blood. And that one is, of course, a sort of Image Comics sort of deal that he's doing. And he's releasing it on his own. It's he's just putting out, I think he got 100 copies or something like that, and did these streams on an app called Whatnot, where it's like an auction meets live stream kind of thing. I kind of want to try that out for my own books at some point. I don't have the following that Liefeld does, of course, but it is an interesting sort of thing. And those were just going. I watched it on the stream. I actually showed up late, wasn't able to get one, but he was selling these for $50 a copy, and they were gone. And then he was doing these variant covers that were just special limited editions and all that, and he'd put them up for auction. They were going for hundreds of dollars. He was just raking in cash for this one book, which is absolutely, again, amazing. And this is something a book doesn't usually get released like this. This is a very unique thing for Last Blood, which is kind of crazy. So he's done that, and now he's going even further and, of course, announcing his Deadpool. Here it is. Rob Liefeld makes surprise announcement of Deadpool, his final Deadpool stories for Marvel Comics. Now, I'm John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author myself, an award-winning comic creator. I have a beautiful book out on Kickstarter right now called All Eyes on Ashley, and I've done this with my wonderful artist, Mike S. Miller from DC's Injustice. Very amazing art on this. You have a great story from somebody who knows what he's doing. You have a wonderful art from one of the best professionals in the industry. Check this out, guys. This is super fun, and I guarantee an awesome book. It's already done on the art, so you're going to be getting this very soon once you back this, and I appreciate you guys for being there. That link's in the description below. So here's Rob Liefeld's announcement at the end of the day on Deadpool. He came out on Twitter and said, I am retiring from Deadpool. It's official. After 33 years of not only introducing Deadpool, but chronicling his most popular adventures, it's time for Deadpool Daddy to say farewell. One of the fun parts about getting older is you can retire from things. So here I am. Now, a lot of people in Marvel Comics have created characters over the years. Like Steve Ditko was famous for refusing to draw anything related to Spider-Man, especially he came back to Marvel in the 80s, if you guys are not aware. And that was one of the conditions. He'll do anything, but he will not work on one of his Doctor Strange or Spider-Man creations. So he wanted to do something different. And this looks like kind of Rob Liefeld's move right here. I worked up one last crazy Deadpool yard for the fine folks at Marvel, and they responded with electric glee. And I started producing it last month for release in summer 2024. And so he opines about Deadpool, and of course his last Deadpool story, Deadpool Bad Blood, in 2015, did very, very well, like it usually does. And so he says, I'll finish one last Deadpool story. Trust me, it's a wild one. Call it a collaboration for the ages. It'll be fun, in case you were wondering. Why now? I'll be 57 at the end of this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's 57. And my eyes are still functioning. The work continues to be strong. I want to go out with the best effort I can muster. The hand-eye coordination won't be there forever. I'll elaborate on this, my next Rob Observations podcast. Look forward to taking this journey with you. and the world's greatest fans who have always provided the best support a cartoonist could ever imagine. That's saying something. Yeah, I'm actually excited about this, and I actually love the Robservations podcast. If you don't listen to Rob Liefeld's podcast, he really gives like a good deep dive on just like the everything behind comics. It's a beautiful thing to listen to. I love listening to that on my commutes. So cool stuff. More announcements from Liefeld. I like actually having positive announcements on the channel. It's not often we get to do that. There's so much bad going on in the comic book industry that little victories like this, little just fun entertainment, is hard to come by these days. And that's why we're here, my friends. So please, of course, hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Rob Liefeld's last Deadpool outing. And of course, check out All Eyes on Ashley on Kickstarter right now. Thanks, my friends.